Hey guys, Mitsurugi Jones here on the Phoenix server with Final Fantasy XI Online. Now today we are going to do the Beastmaster quest. Now that is going to be here on the Lower Jeuno map, and it is going to be on the top floor of G11 on your map, just so you guys know. Gotta come talk to this guy, which is, well, he was a douchebag earlier. When you do your Kokobo license quest, this is the guy who was cruel to his Kokobo, and so the animal didn't like him anymore. It was afraid of people and such, so he's kind of a dirtbag. But in retrospect, his son is very ill and is dying, and he needs some special medicine, and even though he was a douchebag, we can't take it out on his kid, so we have got to go to Qufim Island and get some special flowers that only bloom at night. So we are going to go ahead straight from his house down to Qufim Island, which is, you go down to Port Jeuno and then into Qufim Island from there, which we will do here in just a second. And then from there we have to go and probably fight a Kraken. Now, if you are a lower level, you can try and get this sub-job quest at level 30. That is a requirement. And if you are at that level, you're probably going to have some problems with that mob. So you would have to do sneak and invis to get there. However, I'm a 51 paladin right now, and I'm not seeing any problems with that. Went ahead and cut out the zoning so you guys don't have to sit there through darkness for a little while. So if it doesn't look normal, that's not because it loads uber fast nowadays. It's because I just cut that out of the video for you guys, so you didn't have to see it. So if you go down these steps and over to this side area, there is a door, and that is Qufim Island, which is a nice place to level, one of the nice leveling stops. So let's go ahead and run through these caves. I have had many of party having fun and dying repeatedly back in the day, but now with these my trusty trusts, it's not going to be a problem, especially at a 51 paladin. Nothing, I don't even think, aggroes me here. I just want to bring these guys back up just in case I have a problem with the Kraken, because I don't remember what level that one actually is. Now, I did do Beastmaster once a very, very long time ago, and it doesn't seem like the quest has changed at all. So this should be pretty much like a cakewalk, if I can remember exactly where it's at. Now, Qufim Island is sort of a creepy place. They have these like sort of bone-like structures everywhere. It's a frozen wasteland, and there's all kinds of creepy creatures that come out at night, such as bogies, which have killed me many times in the past, and whites and things like that. But it is a wonderful place to party, or even if you're soloing, it's a nice place to gain some experience. So just run up through these tunnels here. Once we get closer, I will pull up the map so you guys can see exactly where it is that we are going. And anytime you guys would like to, to join in, I am on the Phoenix server. My name is Mitch Jones. You can see me here. Come down anytime. Always looking for people to hang out with. And guys, this is one of the shortest sub-job storylines there is. You talk to that gentleman, you come down here, have to be, let's see, it's at night, I think it's at 21:45 their time, which you can see in the bottom left corner of the screen, which says 17:57. That's the end game time. When it's 21:45, I believe, that is when you can actually get the flowers that only bloom at night. Now, I don't have to kill the Kraken, but I'm going to do it anyway, just because, that's who I am. I enjoy doing these things, killing mythical beasts of the sea. It's fun and games for me. But it is one of the easiest sub-jobs in the game to get. A lot of sub-jobs you have to run here, run there, sneak and viz. Some of the areas that you go in, even if you were a top-notch player, you still have to hide, sneak around like a chicken from some of the mobs. But in this particular one, it's not too bad. It's one of the easiest sub-jobs to get. It is the easiest sub-job to get as far as I know. Let's see, I've only done, Dancer, Paladin, Samurai, Dragon. Now, these were all in the past. They're not now, and I know they have changed some of the areas. They have changed some of the areas in the game. There are some higher level mobs in some areas where they never used to be. But this one seems to be the easiest to me. So far on this server, I've only got my Paladin, my Dancer, and my Beastmaster so far. That is the only ones I've done so far. I did make a video about Paladin, but it came out very, very poorly. So I will have to redo that probably on the Asura server and videotape that one for you guys so you can see how to do Paladin. But over here on the map, right over to the left, it's the second set of cliffs. And we just got to go down there and grab the night flowers, and we are done with this bad boy here. Of course, we do have to go back and talk to the douchebag, and then we have to talk to the Kokobo stables in Upper Jeuno as well. Now, let's see if I can tell you exactly where on the map. It is going to be on down the cliff on F8. As you can see here, I come up to the cliff. You can kind of see the path if you're right there. Right there is the little outcropping that kind of comes down, and you can see the Kraken, that dirty little thing hiding down there. It doesn't look like... It sort of looks like a giant, hairy starfish. Is kind of what it looks like to me, but from here anyway. So let's get down there, get a good look at it. And what do you know? There's a little spoiler there on the right. They have like a little mini Kraken, which is actually tougher than the Kraken, which is strange. But it is a notorious monster, and I don't think I can kill that even at my level here. But it doesn't aggro, so we should be fine. Turn around here. And down in this little area, in this little crevice, is where the night flowers are. And I don't think the Kraken will aggro me just because I am such a high level at this point with the Paladin. Yeah, see, he's got, it's like a... he's got wings or like a big mustache. I don't know what that is. He's pretty crazy looking. Now, back in the day, and I'm sure you can still do this or not, but a long time ago I saw a gentleman, a Beastmaster, a super high level one. He was actually had a Kraken as his pet. It was pretty sweet. But anyway, let's go ahead and kill him here real quick. Free up the area so that we can get to these flowers. As you can see, my little trust people are helping me out quite a bit there. Haste and things. I'm just casting Protect and Shell. He's not even really doing the damage to me. I don't know. I just want to raise the my magic level for the skills, those particular skills. So, and he is toast. He is goodbye, Kraken. Okay, and that was only 90 experience points. So, but I guess that was at least it wasn't worthless. So, we're gonna go ahead and wait to 21:45, and we will cut to the video there so you guys can see the cutscene. When that comes up here in just a few moments. Alright, now it looks like it's just about time. Whoa, the treasure chest, I guess, just went away. Poke the gobby in the nose, and look, oh, you can see them. How beautiful. The ambiance. And you can tell when you are able to actually click on the thing, because you can see that sort of lit up look to the night flowers that you didn't have before. So you click on them, and here comes the scene. Dietmund, or whatever his name is, he comes running down. I guess he decided when his son fell to sleep to come join you, but he's of course late for the fight. But anyway, and we get this touching little cutscene here where he goes down to the flowers. And he really wishes they had a Kokobo to run back, and are these the right flowers and such. And here comes the Kokobo that was hurt by him. And he apparently still loves the child, so he's going to come help the father in his time of need. Now, it is a wonderful moral lesson for everybody here. But he pecks at the ground, tells you where the flowers are, you pick them, and then you go back to Dietmund. So we'll just wait for this little cutscene. Now, the graphics aren't top-notch at this point, but they are still pretty good. So all the stories are actually still very fascinating. They have some really cool concepts, and not only just some of like your sub-job quests, but the actual game quests as you continue on are pretty sweet, some of them. And they are of that Final Fantasy style, with, you know, that... Oh god, I remember for years playing Final Fantasy with the Guardians and all these different these summoning spells that you have in, seems like, most of the games, which are super cool in some of the later ones. So we're going to go right back to the house, because you know, all you got to do is go right back where we came from. And here is the little child. Father's out, I guess, and he instructed the kid to give you a bird whistle. And at that point, you need to go talk to the Cocoa stables, and then you can become a Beastmaster for sure then. And isn't it sweet, folks? He's all okay now. He's going out to play with his friends in his little strange garb. And I'm not sure why the father left him alone. Why? I guess he waited till he was healed, and then he got up and went to work or something. No, but we'll see him here in just a few seconds when we get to the next cutscene. So, now, with Bird Whistle in tow, it is obtained. We will go ahead and run to the Kokobo stables in Upper Jeuno. And this little one is getting in our way. A little kitty cat with her tail. And just to make sure it is actually in the inventory, and it is. There we go. The Beast Whistle is what you need. In fact, I'm not exactly sure that you really need the Bird Whistle. I've never, you know, I've never sold the Bird Whistle before I've completed the quest at the Kokobo stables. Nor have I bought the Bird Whistle beforehand to run there. I have a feeling the item is actually unimportant. It's actually having to run and do the quest to do it. So let's just go ahead and run up these stairs here real quick into Upper Jeuno and to the Kokobo stables, where you get your Kokobo license. In fact, the bird that this gentleman was mean to is the one that you have to feed and get him to like people again over a couple of days in order to get your Kokobo license. And it is right over in this area here real quick. Also, as a side note, the Dancer subjob quest is actually given out by people very close to here, and maybe in after a couple more videos, maybe we'll go ahead and show you guys the Dancer. So let's just run down here. You can always tell where the Kokobo stables are because they have a sign with a bird on them. So you run down here real quick, talk to Brutus. Et tu, Brute? And this will finish up your job quest after you get a little... now you may have to click on him more than once, depending on if you already have an open quest with him. And it will go to the cutscene here. And here he is to come thank the bird for helping him out with his son. And strangely enough, the Oscar, that little boy there, looks an awful lot like his son. I don't think it's the same kid though, because he was wearing different he was wearing green, wasn't he? Oh god, I don't know. But anyway, you know, they do look cute and cuddly at some point, and everybody always thinks of them that way. But that thing could chomp your head off if it wanted to. Look how big the beak is on that sucker. But I guess it is just sort of a friendly beast of burden. It is like a knight and his war horse. So he basically used to be a Beastmaster, and now he is passing the job on to you. Yippee skippy. Alright guys, and I think that's probably going to do it for this one. As always guys, I am Rugi Jones. Appreciate you checking out the video, and we will check you guys later. Bye!